Hey guys, this is Cesar Gutierrez with KW Laredo. Today is day 61 of the 75-day challenge. And today we're going to learn how to add your contacts into a neighborhood. Okay, so on our previous video, we did a midterm nurture, which requires that specific contact to have or be attached to a specific neighborhood in order to send them updates on that neighborhood. Okay, so we're going to go over the benefits of adding them to neighborhoods and what neighborhoods you can add them to. Okay, so go into your contacts. And what I'm going to do here is, let me see, I'm going to add a new contact for example purposes. This is potential buyer slash seller, buyer seller at buyer.com. Okay, and I'm going to create. All right, so whenever you do have this specific contact or contact, let me look for it real quick. All right, so here we have this potential buyer seller. All right, so when you want to add them to a neighborhood, especially if they're looking to buy, or especially if they're looking to sell and buy, but they don't want to sell until they find something that they like in a specific area. You want to add them to both of those neighborhoods. So for example purposes, let's say this particular client lives in San Isidro. Let's say they live in San Isidro, Amazonia. We'll add them to that neighborhood. So they'll be getting updates in their subdivision, so they can see, you know what, there's a lot of movement in your neighborhood. The price per square foot is high. So if you're looking to sell, more or less do the calculations on the average price per square foot and the square footage of your home. Okay, so if they like what they see, they might be looking into selling it. And then what you want to do is add them to the neighborhood where they want to buy. So that way, if something comes up, they'll get a notification, and if they like it, they'll call you like, hey, you know what? I just saw that a house came up in, let's say, Lakeside. All right. Okay, so you have those two. So you have San Isidro. I don't think this is the correct one. Let me take this one off. Side. And again, guys, some of these neighborhoods aren't coming up. The reason why is because Keller Williams command is actually linked to a neighborhood, neighborhood.com, or I believe it's called neighborhood or neighbor.com, something like that. And Laredo's not too active in that website. And in order for it to come out, someone in that specific subdivision needs to create an account and have the dimensions of like, hey, you know what, this is Lakeside. All right, so again, for example purposes, let's say from San Isidro, they want to move to San Isidro. Let's say they want to move to San Isidro Northeast. Okay, so they want to move over here in the new subdivision past the loop. So now they'll be notified for both. They'll be notified for San Isidro Northeast and San Isidro Amazonia. Again, guys, they will get these notifications so that way they can see, you know what, it's a good time to sell. And they'll get the notifications to tell them like, hey, you know what, this house just came on the market maybe you should consider already, selling so you can potentially buy. So again, guys, just make sure you know what subdivisions your clients want to be in. And if the subdivision is not here, the reason why is because we need to be more active. If you're an agent and you live in Lakeside, make sure you go into neighborhood.com or neighbor.com. I'll put it in the description at the bottom. That way you can sign up and start open up that new subdivision so that we can have it in our system. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. We will see you tomorrow.